In last class, we discussed about some CSR project, right? In last class, we discussed about CSR project. And after that, before that even, not after that, before that, we discussed about the marketing mix, the rural marketing mix, right? And I already sent the file even. So today we are going to discuss about the rural marketing mix first. And after that, we'll start with the topic rural industrialization. What are the industry, what kind of industries are basically situated in the rural areas? Okay. What kind of benefits governments are providing for establishment of industries in the rural areas? And what are the benefits of that? Okay, and how they are basically contributing in economic growth of India. So we are going to discuss about all these topics. But before that, I just want to ask some basic questions that what is the place mix, promotion mix, product mix, and price mix. Going to tell me about it. I am only asking about the rural areas. I'm not asking about anything else, but only about the rural areas. You need to tell me about it. That what are the product mix and what kind of product planning the marketers are doing for selling the product in the rural areas. Who is going to tell me about it? कौन मुझे इसके बारे में बताएगा कि प्रोडक्ट जो है रूरल एरियाज में कैसे सेल करते हैं? यस अभिषेक.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Yes.
Product mix is an important mix in all of this section because where we define what are the items we want to sell and what are the durability and what are this type of product we will use, and the important strategy used by a marketer in rural areas where the study products in this section वो वैसे प्रोडक्ट को बेचते हैं जो मतलब रूरल पीपल के माइंडसेट पे वो एक चीज बैठा हुआ है जो ज्यादा भारी चीज होगा वो ज्यादा ड्यूरेबल चलेगा बिकॉज जैसे
exactly heavy means they basically measure the product according to its weight. That if the product is heavy, it means that is more durable, and that one is the qualitative one. That is known as sturdy product. Yes. Next, Abhishek.
And second one is designing project. In this section, the marketer will continue with that project with the new ideas or introduce new product. For example, LG Electronics उस टाइम में संपूर्णा करके कोई प्रोडक्ट लाए थे और फिर उसके बाद
LG जो है LG कंपनी, they introduced Sampurna television. That is the customized television which is basically designed for the rural areas, right? And why they named it Sampurna? Because that word is depicted from the sunset, and nowadays or even earlier the rural areas are basically more attached with their culture, right? Okay, आगे.
Third one is utility product. In this section, marketer will define the lifetime of the product, how much time it will run, or how much time, what are the limitation of the product, and fourth one is branding. Better the branding will impact on the customer, because branding is an essential tool for product to sell.
For advertising and for giving knowledge or information about the product, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next.
Thank you.
You are completed? Product is
only
completed?
Product. Yeah.
First is skimming strategy, in which the new product is introduced at the first time with the very high price. And the second one is penetrating strategy, in which the product is introduced at the first time with the low price, and after some time the price is increasing because they want to increase their customer. And third one is cost plus pricing.
I am asking, these are the that in rural areas people are price sensitive, they are not economically strong, so we just need to introduce those products which we can sell in the less price, right? And for that, some companies basically adopt some strategy. I am asking about all those strategies which is required for selling the product in rural areas. What kind of strategy companies have adopted for minimizing the price of the product in the rural areas? What are those? बताइए प्रिया. Yes, Rajvi.
Ma'am, in rural area, the product are designed to only fulfill the basic need of the people, and the product are designed of low cost because it only fulfill the basic need of the people.
And second?
Ma'am, that I only remember.
One is low price because the level of income in rural areas were not so high, so that's why the market and the price of the product will be low. Second one is refill or reusable packaging because they want because they don't वो उतने पैसे खर्च नहीं कर पाएंगे कि वो नए प्रोडक्ट ले आए और उसी के छोटे छोटे पैकेट को वो फिर से खरीद पाए बहुत छोटे अमाउंट पे और वो के लिए वो फुलफिल कर सकता है वो जो लोग के लिए चाहिए.
Refill and reusable packages are basically LPG gases के भी 5 kg के basically cylinders available थे, ठीक है, जिसको आराम से वो refill करवा सके. Because 800, 900, 1000 rupees का cylinder purchase करना, that is difficult for the rural people. So they will use it like in a small quantity. They can fill that particular cylinder, right? 1 kg, 2 kg, 3 kg like this. Next.
Third one is credit facilities because in some season farmer के पैसे मतलब क्रॉप्स अच्छे नहीं होते हैं तो उस सीजन में उन लोगों को क्रेडिट का फैसिलिटी मिलना चाहिए क्योंकि उन लोगों के पास पैसे नहीं होते खर्च करने के लिए. और फोर्थ वन इज discount if they want to buy a product in high amount they also want to discount on that product क्योंकि फिर से वही एक वैलिड रीजन है कि उन लोगों के पास लेवल ऑफ इनकम उतना हाई नहीं होता है तो उन लोगों को डिस्काउंट भी चाहिए होता है. और फिफ्थ वन इज प्रमोशनल स्कीम. वो वैसा स्कीम होता है जो कोई क्रॉप सीजन के कटने के बाद वो होता है क्योंकि उन लोगों के पास उसी टाइम में ज्यादातर पैसे होते हैं खर्च करने के लिए.
एग्जैक्टली. यहाँ पर 3-4 चीजों का ध्यान रखना है प्राइस मिक्स में. द फर्स्ट वन इज ऑन द डिजाइनिंग ऑफ द बेसिकली प्रोडक्ट कि आप प्रोडक्ट को किस तरीके से डिजाइन कर रहे हैं. बहुत सारी ऐसी कंपनीज थी जैसे महाराजा अप्लायंसेस जो है उन्होंने एक वॉशिंग मशीन बनाया और दे आर सेलिंग दोज वॉशिंग मशीन ओनली फॉर ₹2000 एंड द नॉर्मल प्राइस ऑफ द वॉशिंग मशीन इज इवन नॉट less than 10,000, but they are providing this type of washing machine for 2,000. But how? The question arises because they only design that product with only core benefit, not more than that. That is only usable for washing the clothes. Extra facilities are not given in that particular washing machine. So first of all, when we are selling the product in the rural areas, always aware about it that they are not able to purchase the product of 5,000, 8,000, 10,000 rupees. So just try to make the product in the very low cost, and that's why HUL, ITC companies, they started selling the product in the small sachet and in a small unit, right? 1 rupees packet, 2 rupees packets, shampoos are available, right? The small units are available for basically they're focusing on rural people. The second one is that they're providing the reusable and refill facilities also. Okay, some companies also giving them products that they can use 2-3 times. They can use it by refilling it, right? Next is that credit facilities. It means that udhar wala system. Why this is required to provide? Because obviously the rural peoples are totally based on the seasonal employment. They don't have a regular income, and in that case most of the time the small farmers are even not a single penny to purchase their daily need products, right? In that case, it is required to provide the product in the credit or udhar wale basis par, right? Next is that a discount. Okay, obviously discounts and all these all are provided to them. Okay. So these are the pricing strategy which is used in the rural areas. Who is going to tell me about the place strategy in rural areas? Everything that is either related with the what is the meaning of place, what is the meaning of distribution, what are the various problems in the distribution in the rural areas, and what are the strategies which is used by the marketers in rural areas? Who is going to tell me about the place?
Yes, ma'am. Place. Place refers to the distribution, which was covered by for the distribute of a product. Just an example of warehouse and inventory house and etc. are there for the safety, security and safety of the product. It's a place, and distribution and retailers of also a place. And major obstacle of a rural market is a no डीलर नहीं होते उधर पर कि डीलर ज्यादा नहीं होते और फिर इसका जो इंटरमीडिएट है वो कम होते हैं क्योंकि कॉस्ट कम करना रहता है. ज्यादा इंटरमीडिएट हो जाएंगे तब कॉस्ट ज्यादा हो जाएगा, तो इसलिए ज्यादा रहते हैं पर लेकिन कम करने.
Transported and communication.
Place refers to the distribution of products, which include the distribution channel, and it covered the area of warehousing, inventory and transportation. The hindrance which create in the rural area for the distribution channel is non-availability of dealer, non-availability of all-weather road, lack of transportation and communication facility, inadequate of banking facilities, and distribution channel creates a large number of intermediaries which increase the price of product. Product is also the major problem. And the strategy which are used in the rural area for the distribution is first the satellite strategy. Satellite distributor in this company select the stockists from the different area. The stockists are responsible, yes ma'am, from town, and stockists are responsible for ordering the product and receiving the product, and the product which they receive, they supply the small amount in the different town or the area nearby them. Second one is hub and spoke method.
Spoke method, very good.
In this hub and spoke, in this manufacturer create a hub and appoint the different distributor from the different area, and then and that distributor appoint the sub distributor which they distribute small products or different types of product in their nearby area. Third one is syndicate distributor. In this non-competitive company join together and sell their product in a single line. This is only for the distribution purpose. And other one is Project Shakti, and Mela and Heart, and last one is Mobile Trader.
Mobile Trader. Very good. Who is going to tell me about the promotion strategy? Who is going to tell me about the promotion strategy that is used in the rural areas for promoting the...
Promoting mix refers to promoting our product to the rural consumer. Market is dynamic, so the company use this strategy to attract the consumer. It includes two types of media, formal, informal. In informal media, it includes wall painting, village fair, and village fair, and a petty show, mouth publicity, campaign van, reference, etc.
Very
And,
good. Okay. Next, formal media. Tell me, Rajvi.
Ma'am, formal media are newspaper, radios, cinema halls. TVs were also used for the advertisement to the rural people, and direct mail also, ma'am, is used for the advertisement.
Very good. So 4 P's in the marketing mix: product, price, place, and promotion. When we are talking of the product, all the things related with the product, labeling, packaging, branding, the product line, product width, everything will included in the product decision, product mix. When they are talking of the price, what kind of strategies? There are so many pricing strategies, like cost plus pricing strategies are there, right? The price discrimination is there, target-based pricing, competition-based pricing, demand-based pricing. There are multiple kind of pricing strategies. But when we are talking about the rural areas, we always just consider the means price according to means jitna bhi ho sake low price. Means we just need to provide, the cost will be low. When we are talking about the place mix, there are so many: physical distribution is there, inventory management, warehousing, material handling, order processing. We just need to use the channels, zero label channel, 1 label, 2 labels, 3 labels. And after that, there are the distribution intensities there, like intensive distribution, selective or exclusive distribution. So all these things comes under the place. But when we are talking about the rural areas, we just need to focus on that. The last one is the promotion, that how we are attracting the customers, and we just attract the customer by using different media like television, newspaper. Okay, personal selling is there, sales promotion is there, publicity is there, public relations is there. But when we are talking about the rural areas only, then we just need to consider that what kind of medium are used for advertisement and what kind of medium are used for attracting the consumer and influencing the consumer. So we just need to consider about that thing. Okay. So next, we just need to move toward the rural industrialization. Just write the topic. As we all know, that in rural areas, the people are basically engaged in the agriculture and livestock, right? Animal health husbandry is there, poultry farms, okay, cattle, and all these kinds of things, dairy, all these things are found in the rural areas, right? So today we are going to discuss about that, what kind of industries are basically suitable for the rural areas and how they are basically very much helpful for the economic growth. So when we are talking about the rural area, then there is animal husbandry, dairy farming, poultry farming, fisheries, forestry. These kinds of activities are basically found in the rural area. When we are talking about the rural nature of rural industries, then there are 3 kinds of industries are basically established in the rural area. The first one is agro-based, second one is cottage, and the third one is the small industries. Okay, so these are basic types of industries which are established in the rural areas. What are these industries? What is the meaning of cottage industry? We are going to discuss about it. Okay, rural industries embrace, or rural industries consist. Rural industries consist industries which are run by the people. Pehle rural industries kya hota hai, just you need to write about it, then we'll start writing cottage industry and all. So rural industries consist all industries which are run by rural people, or near their homes, as a spare time or whole time occupation. So rural industry consists all kinds of industries. सारे industries को ये consist करता है. It consists all type of industries which is situated in rural areas, and who are basically engaged in the activities in that industries? Rural people. It might be possible that industry is situated nearby their home, या उनके घर के आसपास या तो situated हो, या तो and the people are basically engaged in the part time or in the full time occupation, यानी या तो वो कुछ समय के लिए उसमें बेसिकली पार्ट टाइम जॉब करेंगे या फुल टाइम उसमें क्या होंगे, वो इंडल्ज होंगे, बिल्कुल इन्वॉल्व होंगे, राइट। ओके, तो ये यहाँ पर जो है these industries, इस इंडस्ट्रीज में क्या होता है, what are these based are primarily on, these kind of industry जो है these are based on primarily on the utilization of local available raw materials, means these industries basically focused on the utilization of raw material but they want it from the local areas, यानी उनको local area से ही जो resources मिलेंगे, after that they will utilize it and make something. Like the agro-based industries is the most suitable industries. Why? Because the agriculture is the main occupation, right? And so many products are basically produced, and the people are basically involved in that particular agro-based. Agro-based is something which is related with the agricultural product, food product, right? So these kind of industries, the rural industries के बारे में आगे लिखिए. These kind of industries are primarily based on utilization of the local available raw materials, commerce skill and small amount of capital. These are based primarily on the utilization of the local available raw material, skill and small amount of capital. ठीक है, what they required for running these kinds of industries, very small capital, यानी बहुत कम पूंजी, बहुत कम पैसे चाहिए उनको, local availability of raw material, यानी locally जो है उनके पास raw material available हो जाए, and the local skills, यानी वहां के जो लोग हैं, जो human available हैं, उनको as a labor use करना. So these are the basically primarily जो है ये पूरा industries इन्हीं 2-3 factors से पूरा totally dependent होता है. ठीक है, next जो है, so many rural industries are operated from as a traditional profession, यानी कि बहुत सारे ऐसे इंडस्ट्रीज हैं जिनको बहुत सालों से लोग चला रहे हैं, बिकॉज उनका ट्रेडिशन होता है, वो ट्रेडिशन मानते हैं, बहुत उनके पूर्वज भी वही काम करते थे, लाइक जैसे पॉटरी वगैरह बनाना, ठीक है, हैंडीक्राफ्ट करना, लाइक उनके घर में ये प्रोफेशन, फैमिली प्रोफेशन चलता आ रहा है, तो इस तरीके की इंडस्ट्रीज भी वहां पर स्टैब्लिश होते हैं. When we are talking about the rural industry, that is broadly classified into 3 groups. ये 3 groups में जो है ये classified है. पहला है cottage industry, second is agro-based industry, and the third one is small scale industry. ठीक है. When we are talking about cottage industries क्या होते हैं? Cottage industries लिखिए इसमें. These industries are associated with agriculture as a part-time or whole-time occupation in rural and semi-urban areas. These industries are associated with agriculture as a part-time or whole-time occupation in rural and semi-urban areas. See, cottage industries वैसी industries होते हैं. These industries are basically family-based industries. So many people started their business in their home only, right? They are not using any another. They are not going towards any building. They are not going to purchase buildings. They are not going to purchase machineries and all. But they are using a very traditional tools. मतलब बहुत traditional tool को use करते हैं. They even started this business in their house as well. अपने घर पे ही शुरू कर लेते हैं ये business. Part time की तरह, like a part time job और full time की तरह. Means either they are doing this for the whole full time or either they will join it means for some time. ठीक है? Or it might be possible the people who are engaged in the cottage industry are working in field as well. So these kind of industries are known as cottage industries. ठीक है, तो these industries are found in the rural areas, यानी rural areas में ज्यादातर दिखेगा आपको, या तो semi urban areas, यानी कि जो ऐसे areas which is not developed like a city. ठीक है, so these kinds of profession you will see in रूरल एरियाज बेसिकली। तो कॉटेज इंडस्ट्रीज क्या है समझ में आ गया, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ कॉटेज इंडस्ट्रीज। कॉटेज इंडस्ट्रीज वैसे इंडस्ट्रीज हैं जो या तो घर में भी शुरू हो जाते हैं, उनको घर में भी हम शुरू कर देते हैं, ट्रेडिशन और प्रोफेशन की तरह उसको लेकर के चलते हैं, और पार्ट टाइम या फुल टाइम उसमें इन्वॉल्वमेंट होता है लोगों का, और बहुत ही प्रिमिटिव और बोल सकते हैं कि क्या ट्रेडिशनल टूल्स को यूज किया जाता है प्रोडक्ट को बनाने के लिए, राइट। तो ये होता है आपकी कॉटेज इंडस्ट्री। बहुत लोग की फैमिली जो होती है इसमें पूरी फैमिली इन्वॉल्व हो जाती है, यानी कि सारे फैमिली के मेंबर्स जो भी हैं वो सारे लोग इन्वॉल्व रहते हैं इस तरीके के इंडस्ट्रीज में। या तो वो क्या करते हैं आसपास के जो लोकल एरियाज है, यानी जिनका जहाँ वो जो घर है उसके आसपास जो लोकल पीपल अवेलेबल है वो उनको एज अ लेबर या फिर उनसे काम करवाते हैं अपनी इन द कॉटेज इंडस्ट्रीज में। तो व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ कॉटेज इंडस्ट्री। कॉटेज इंडस्ट्रीज क्या है, क्लियर हो गया, सबको समझ आ गया कॉटेज इंडस्ट्रीज क्या होता है। दे कैन स्टार्ट दिस इंडस्ट्रीज इन हाउस, द फैमिली मेंबर्स आर इन्वॉल्व इन दीज इंडस्ट्रीज। इट माइट बी पॉसिबल दैट जो प्रोफेशन है ये बहुत पूर्वजों का प्रोफेशन चला आ रहा है, ठीक है। दे पीपल आर इन्वॉल्व इन इट पार्ट टाइम और फुल टाइम, और प्रिमिटिव टूल्स आर यूज फॉर दिस फॉर मेकिंग द प्रोडक्ट। क्लियर हो गया कॉटेज इंडस्ट्री। सेकेंड वन एग्रो बेस्ड इंडस्ट्रीज। एग्रो बेस्ड इंडस्ट्री, एग्रो बेस्ड इंडस्ट्री, ठीक है। तो एग्रो बेस्ड इंडस्ट्रीज क्या होते हैं, तो इसमें लिखिए दीज इंडस्ट्रीज आर बेस्ड ऑन द, दीज इंडस्ट्रीज आर बेस्ड ऑन द processing of agricultural products, processing of agricultural products. These industries based on the processing of agricultural products, ठीक है, agricultural products, or linked with input needs of the input need, or linked with the input need, ठीक है। So these rural, आगे लिखिए, rural agro based industries are organized either on cottage or on small scale basis, either on cottage or small scale basis. So agro based, agro processing जो industries है, what are these industries? ये जो इंडस्ट्रीज हैं बेसिकली ये एग्रीकल्चरल प्रोडक्ट पे बेसिकली डिपेंडेंट होती है, ठीक है। एग्रीकल्चरल प्रोडक्ट पे डिपेंडेंट होंगी प्रोडक्ट बनाने के लिए, लाइक अचार हो गया, ठीक है। फिर आपने देखा होगा जो चूड़ा होता है, ठीक है, शुगर हो गया। तो ऑल दोस थिंग्स आर मेड, ये सारे वो चीजें इसमें बनेंगी जो बेसिकली क्या है, जो एग्रीकल्चर से प्रोडक्ट, मतलब एग्रीकल्चर के थ्रू जो हमें बेसिकली क्रॉप्स मिलते हैं उसके। या तो ये जो इंडस्ट्रीज होंगी कॉटेज में अपनी इंडस्ट्रीज को शुरू करेंगे, यानी घर पे भी लोग इसको प्रोसेस करके इसके प्रोडक्ट्स बना सकते हैं, घर पे भी लोग इंडस्ट्रीज में यूज कर सकते हैं, इंडस्ट्री को यूज कर सकते हैं इन प्रोडक्ट को प्रोसेस करने के लिए। घर पे भी आप काम कर सकते हो, ठीक है, इंडस्ट्रीज वाला या मतलब कॉटेज में। एंड सेकेंड, या तो स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्रीज, यानी आपने एक इंडस्ट्रीज को ओपन किया और स्पेशली इसमें क्या बन रहा है, प्रोसेस प्रोडक्ट। तो यहाँ पर दोनों तरीके की जो इंडस्ट्रीज है कॉटेज और स्मॉल स्केल एग्रो बेस्ड इंडस्ट्रीज में यूज आ सकती है, क्लियर है। लेकिन इंडस्ट्रीज का जो मेन बेसिकली फंक्शन क्या है कि जो प्रोडक्ट होगा ये टोटली किस चीज पे होगा, बेसिकली एग्रीकल्चरल प्रोडक्ट होगा, उसके थ्रू प्रोडक्ट आप बनाएंगे, पहली चीज। दूसरी चीज जैसे जूट इंडस्ट्रीज वगैरह जो है, दैट इज द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ दिस एग्रो बेस्ड इंडस्ट्रीज, ठीक है। दूसरी चीज एक और क्या होगी इसमें कि जो एग्रीकल्चर के लिए इनपुट चाहिए जैसे फर्टिलाइजर्स और ये सब जो है ये भी इसी चीज में आएंगी, मतलब इसी इंडस्ट्रीज में आएंगी। यानी इनपुट जो है एग्रीकल्चर के लिए रिक्वायर्ड है वो भी, एग्रीकल्चर से जो प्रोडक्ट निकला उससे भी जो प्रोडक्ट बनेगा, एग्रीकल्चर से जो क्रॉप मिला उससे भी प्रोडक्ट बनेगा। और हम या तो कॉटेज यानी घर पे भी इंडस्ट्री को शुरू कर दे सकते हैं और स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्री के थ्रू भी इसे स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं। तो दिस इज एग्रो बेस्ड या फिर एग्रो प्रोसेसिंग इंडस्ट्री। Next one is small scale industry. Small scale industry as comparison to cottage industries and agro based industries, they are comparatively bigger as comparison to this both, ठीक है। मतलब cottage industries अगर हम बोले not agro but cottage if compared to the cottage it is ये थोड़ा सा बड़ा इंडस्ट्री होगा first, and second इसमें जो capital investment होगा ना that is the larger। इन द कोटेज इंडस्ट्री हमें बहुत ज्यादा इन्वेस्टमेंट करने की रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं थी. We don't need to invest a lot of money when we starting the cottage industry. But in the small scale industry, there is some criteria which we need to fulfill, right? So in small scale industries में ये क्या है basically, इसमें लिखिए these industries are owned by persons. These industries are owned by persons with enough means, MENS, enough means for their own subsistence, thou not always sufficient to run the industrial unit on a profitable level. ठीक है. In the small scale industry, capital investment will be less than 1 crore. यानी जो भी इंडस्ट्री है इसमें जो इन्वेस्टमेंट होगा वो 1 करोड़ रुपए से कम होगा. 1 करोड़ रुपए से क्या होगा, कम होगा. क्या कम होगा 1 करोड़ रुपए से? इन्वेस्टमेंट. ठीक है. तो इसमें आपने लिख लिया these industries are owned by person with enough means for their own subsistence, thou not always sufficient to run the industrial unit on a profitable level. In a small scale industry, the capital investment is less than 1 crore. यानी जो small scale industries होंगे इसमें 1 करोड़ रुपए से कम क्या होगा, बेसिकली आपको 1 करोड़ रुपए से क्या कम इन्वेस्टमेंट करना है. ठीक है. यानी 1 करोड़ रुपए से जो कम इन्वेस्टमेंट होता है जिस इंडस्ट्रीज में, उनको स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्रीज कहते हैं. तो स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्रीज क्या है, सबको क्लियर हो गया. स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्रीज में 1 करोड़ रुपए से कम इन्वेस्टमेंट हम करेंगे. ठीक है. उस इंडस्ट्रीज को हम स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्री कहते हैं. ठीक है. अब जो स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्रीज हैं वो रूरल एरियाज में सिचुएटेड है. बहुत सारे टाइनी इंडस्ट्रीज भी हैं, बहुत छोटे छोटे इंडस्ट्रीज भी हैं. और टाइनी इंडस्ट्रीज जो होते हैं उनका जो बेसिकली अमाउंट होगा दैट इज लेस देन 25 लाख. तो यहाँ ध्यान दीजिएगा कि क्या मैंने आप लोगों को बताया. पहला जो है फर्स्ट वन दैट इज कोटेज इंडस्ट्री. फर्स्ट वन इज कोटेज इंडस्ट्री. नो मिनिमम, कोई मिनिमम एज सच इसमें आपका कैपिटल का क्राइटेरिया नहीं है. ठीक है. एग्रो जो है वो बेसिकली आपका स्मॉल स्केल भी हो सकता है और आपका कोटेज इंडस्ट्री भी हो सकता है. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट इज जो कोटेज है वो उसमें मिनिमम क्राइटेरिया नहीं है. एग्रो जो है स्मॉल स्केल इंटरप्राइज या स्मॉल इंडस्ट्री भी हो सकता है और साथ साथ कोटेज भी हो सकता है. अगर स्मॉल इंडस्ट्री की अगर बात करें या स्मॉल बिजनेस की बात करें तो इसमें जो बेसिकली इन्वेस्टमेंट होना चाहिए वो 1 करोड़ से क्या होना चाहिए, कम होना चाहिए, लेस होना चाहिए. ठीक है. और कुछ टाइनी इंडस्ट्रीज भी है और वो टाइनी इंडस्ट्रीज क्या होंगे जिसका बेसिकली जो अमाउंट होगा दैट विल बी लेस देन 25 लाख. ठीक है. तो यानी कि ये जो सारे टाइप के इंडस्ट्रीज है, दीज टाइप्स ऑफ इंडस्ट्रीज आर फाइंड इन द रूरल एरियाज. यानी रूरल एरियाज में आपको इसी तरीके के इंडस्ट्रीज क्या होंगे, दिखेंगे. अब रूरल इंडस्ट्रीज के रोल क्या है, व्हाट आर द वेरियस रोल ऑफ द रूरल इंडस्ट्रीज, व्हाट आर द वेरियस रोल, मींस हाउ दे आर बेसिकली कंट्रीब्यूटिंग, how they are basically helping in rural development. So we are going to discuss about all those points. The first one is the role of rural industries. देख लीजिए, role of rural industries, role of rural industries, rural industries. Okay, I just want to know that cottage industry, agro-based industries, and small-scale industries, tiny industry, all these 4 points are clear or not? All these 4 points are clear or not?
मैम टाइनी फिर से बता दीजिए.
Less than 25 lakh rupees, where the investment is less than 25 lakh rupees, means capital investment is less than 25 lakh. But in the small industry, that will under the small industries only, because we are talking that less than 1 crore rupees, यानी कि 1 करोड़ से कम जो पैसे होंगे उसको हम स्मॉल इंडस्ट्री कहते हैं. और जहां 25 लाख रुपए से कम पैसे लगा रहे हो आप, इन्वेस्टमेंट कर रहे हो, दैट इज टाइनी इंडस्ट्री. ठीक है. तो काइंड ऑफ कह सकते हैं ना कि टाइनी इंडस्ट्री स्मॉल इंडस्ट्रीज के अंडर में ही आ गया, कह सकते हैं. Okay. Anyone have any doubt in all these 4 type of industries? Clear हो गया? Next point. What लिखिए? Next point, role of rural industries. What are the various role of rural industries? Rural industries के क्या-क्या role हैं? First one is employment potential. Employment potential. First one is employment potential. As we all know that in the rural industries, the people or the skill are used locally, right? So all the resources are available in the local areas. The industries are used those people. So employment generation is obviously increasing. When the industries will be increased, then the employment will be increased. They will get the job, and their living standard will definitely increase, right? They will get the income. ठीक है, एक बोल सकते हैं the stable job they will get. So we can say the employment potential or employment growth has happened because of establishment of rural industries. Second, local availability of raw material. Local availability of raw material. Local availability of raw material. So all the raw materials, all the kinds of whatever raw material is something which is processed for making the final good, right? So all the raw materials are basically required by this industries are available in the local areas, right? मतलब आसपास के areas में ही क्या मिल जाएगा आपके raw material. If production process can be carried to the village, transportation expense will be minimum. In this case, when the product and the raw materials are easily available nearby the industries, we don't need to basically order the raw materials from the other state, from the other areas, and by this the transportation costs are reduced. मतलब ट्रांसपोर्टेशन कॉस्ट आपका लगेगा ना, आप सोचो एक अगर आप बिहार में इंडस्ट्री ओपन कर रहे हो और बिहार के किसी रूरल एरियाज में और वहाँ पे प्रोडक्ट की अवेलेबिलिटी नहीं है, रॉ मटेरियल की अवेलेबिलिटी नहीं है, ऐसे केस में यू विल आस्क सम अनदर सप्लायर फॉर सप्लाई द गुड्स को सप्लाई करने के लिए आप किसी और जगह से किसी और स्टेट में क्या कीजिएगा, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कीजिएगा. So the transportation cost will be incurred definitely. So because of the availability of raw material in the local areas, it is possible to sell the product in the less margin and with the minimum cost. कम कॉस्ट में भी आप प्रोडक्ट को इजीली अवेलेबल करा सकते हो लोकल एरियाज में, बिकॉज लोकल एरियाज में ही रॉ मटेरियल अवेलेबल है. ठीक है, तो एक्स्ट्रा कॉस्ट जो है वो आपका इनकर नहीं हो रहा है. नेक्स्ट, इकोनॉमिक इक्वालिटी. Economic equality, because obviously these industries increasing the employment among the rural youth, rural people, ठीक है, it lead to increase the purchasing power of the rural people. यानी लोगों की purchasing power कहीं ना कहीं increase हो रही है because their income is increasing, because they are getting the job in their job in the industries, the stable job is there, they don't need to dependent on the agriculture only, right? So in this case, the purchasing power of these areas, rural areas, are increasing. So anyhow, this is leading to the making equality, economic equality. It means that जो एक disparity होता है regional areas में, वो कहीं ना कहीं minimize हो रहा है, क्योंकि now the rural people are also doing job, right? ये जो discrimination और जो disparity और differences जो हैं अलग-अलग areas का, that is becoming equal. ठीक है, the economic situations are becoming equal. So anyhow, this industries are lead to the economic equality because the income level of the rural peoples are increasing, their purchasing power are increasing, and there is a development of the regional areas, right? And that leads to the economic equality. Next. Problem of agricultural laborers. First, employment potential. Second, local availability of raw materials. Third, economic equality. And the fourth one is problem of agricultural laborers. ठीक है, तो इसमें लिखिए, these industry can also solve the problem of landless agricultural laborers. the people, they see, we all know that there are two type of farmers, large farmers, small farmers. ठीक है, ये जो situation है, this things are we all already know कि जो पंजाब and हरियाणा के जो ज्यादातर जो farmers हैं, जो big farmers and rich farmers, right? But still some people are living in the rural areas and they don't have land. Okay, they are landless people. उनके पास कोई land नहीं है. ठीक है, ऐसे केस में they are basically dependent upon some basic things. कई बार लोग migrate कर जाते हैं वहां से rural areas से for income generation. ठीक है, लेकिन ये चीज जो हो रहा है जो रूरल एरियाज में, इसको स्टॉप करने के लिए दिस इज द गुड वे. यानी कि अगर आप इंडस्ट्रीज को अगर आप स्टैब्लिश करते हैं तो ऐसे केस में जो लैंडलेस लेबरर्स हैं, दे डोंट नीड टू माइग्रेट बट दे विल गेट द जॉब in that place only. So anyhow, the problem of agricultural laborers are solved. The people who don't have land in the particular area where they are living in the rural areas, what they can do, they can basically get a job in the industry. So these industries are also solving the problem of these people. ठीक है, so in this case ये भी हो गया. और एक चीज और भी है कि the agricultural people who are basically totally based on the seasonal employment, and sometime because of the crop failures they will get the loss, loans are there, so the agricultural people are facing lots of problems. So by the industries they are able to solve these basic problems of laborers, landless laborers, the seasonal seasonal people या seasonal जो agriculture में जो involved people है उनका, और साथ साथ में जिनकी जॉब कुछ बेसिक जॉब नहीं है, the people who are unemployed. So all these problems are solved due to the industry. Next is improvement in the standard of living. I don't think so I need to elaborate it. Obviously if the industries will be there, the improvement, the living standard of the people will definitely improve. Improvement होगा यानी कि enhance होगा, better होगा. ठीक है, purchasing power increase होगा, consumption level increase होगा, luxurious product and some need based product के ऊपर shopping products they will definitely purchase. So living standard of the people in the rural areas will improve. And other advantages are as well. There are so many other advantages are there. Like these are the basic advantages, but there are other advantages as well. That migration रुक जाना, लोगों का migration रुकना, ठीक है, education बढ़ना है, लोगों को education मिलेगा, skill ट्रेनिंग, तो ये सारी फैसिलिटीज भी इंडस्ट्रीज के साथ साथ लोगों को मिलेगी. तो ये सारे आपके रोल्स हैं इंडस्ट्रीज के. एनीवन हैव एनी डाउट? एम्प्लॉयमेंट, लिविंग स्टैंडर्ड, इंक्रीज इन द लिविंग स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ द पीपल. सेकंड, एम्प्लॉयमेंट मिलना. थर्ड है आपका वहां के लोकल रिसोर्स का यूटिलाइजेशन, तो ट्रांसपोर्टेशन कॉस्ट और एक्स्ट्रा कॉस्ट इनकर नहीं होगा. ठीक है, जो वहां पर लेबर्स हैं, एग्रीकल्चर लेबर्स हैं, जो लैंडलेस लेबर्स हैं, उनकी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व होगी. ठीक है, उसके अलावा फिर आपका एक इकोनॉमिक इक्वालिटी यानी जो रीजनल डिस्पैरिटी और डिफरेंसेस है वो कहीं ना कहीं मिनिमाइज होगी. तो ऑल दीज आर द रोल ऑफ द इंडस्ट्रीज. ठीक है, यस उत्सव, whatever we discussed today, coated industries, agro-based industries. Third one is small scale industry, tiny industries, and the role of the industries in the rural areas, the role of industries. Anyone have any doubt in these two topics? किसी को कुछ doubt है? Okay, so in next class we'll move